Hello. In this video, I want to talk about more like giving a little bit of tidbits and guidance on how to pay attention. Especially, this video is mostly for women, but it would apply for men also. But since women are the main meal for energy and creation for men for so many hundreds of years, it's essential that women protect themselves from men who are only there to exploit them. Whatever happened with me should not happen to others ever again, ever. So this is mainly for women to look out for men who are only there to exploit them, use them, because you carry the energy to create anything. If you are a dark feminine, you do that to men and it's not fair. So in that case, it applies to men too. Vast majority of cases, it's the woman who's been victimized with all her energy and creation, and men come to her with all sorts of wrong intentions only to use her. And she should be responsible for what happens with her life, and she should know what to accept and not to accept, what to look out for and watch for in a man. I mean, this is going to be like a general guideline. You have to use your intuition and connection to God. If you have not, it's time to strengthen it. But it will be your job, it will be your connection to God and intuition that will help you. I'm only going to give you a little bit of tidbits, general guidelines. But it will be you who will be living the life, making those decisions and trusting on God's guidance. So here we are. So I'll tell you how divine connections or divine's idea of why man, his love, his protection is important for a woman, how the dynamic works in the universe, the creation, and how these cults and men in general perverted it for their own selfish greed and power, because they are nothing without a woman's energy. And those operating in ego instead of coming from a place of love has abused this. And that's why what you should be looking out for, observing and taking note of men in your life. Be ruthless when you are assessing men in your life, in and around you, women in and around you. Don't use tags like, oh, they've been my best friend for so long, they're my family, those kind of labels and all that. It could be your father, it could be your brother, it could be your husband, it could be your husband's brother, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Throw out the labels, be ruthless about assessing them and their role in your life, and are they using you or any other woman in their life some way, shape or form, or are they honoring their role as a man? It should be your only criteria to assess. The labels and tags don't matter. They are there because there is some kind of a karmic link. There is no, you don't do the job of other soul. You do the job of your own soul. I keep repeating that sentence always. So here we are. So what God decided when it comes to men and women is that a man chooses the woman from a place of love, unconditional, pure love, from heart space. Not like using logic. How do I use her? Is she rich? Is she beautiful? Does she make me look good? Does she fit my ego? This and that. No. From pure heart space. And again, that doesn't mean it's okay to accept love without a person who is not stable financially, mentally, emotionally. It's not like how they show in the movies, love trumps all. No. He should be able to love you unconditionally, because that in itself is your protective armor. Other than the protection that you give for yourself, his love, he is meant to be loving you with all his heart like that he won't come to you without being financially stable, because he loves you. He wants to protect you, care for you, you and children and whatever comes next. And he won't define what you do or don't do with your life or skills or intelligence, whether you will have career or not. He won't decide all that. Not that you are going to sit at home forever. Not like that. You will decide all that. You are the one offering all your love and energy, because without your energy, he cannot create anything. He's a nobody, because his job is to love you, shield you, care for you, protect for you, and the children that come from you. I mean, it's really that straightforward, and they couldn't even do that one job because their ego is so overpowering. They would rather destroy and suck from you, exploit you, take from you that same energy through manipulation and trickery, rather than do that one job that God made for them. Women has a lot of jobs, lot of things I already explained. In so many different ways, in all those videos I explained. Men's job is primarily to do this, and they refuse to do it. That should not be your problem, because you are here to protect yourself from that kind of exploitative energies. So his job is that. So when he chooses that woman, he should also, which means he's coming from a place of real love, means he would also look for financial stability, security, protection, giving her the good life, okay, taking care of himself also in a way that benefits the relationship. It's almost like being in a relationship with that person and building a beautiful, secure life and family with her, and have those generations of people and wealth, children and wealth with her. Even before he goes to her and shows his love and affection and shows up in her life. He won't do it to possess her, because while he is doing this the right way, there is a chance she may or may not even choose him. But that should not even enter his mind, because he is coming from a place of unconditional love. God saw it. If he is doing it the right way, doing it from a place of true love, and he's truly coming to you from that kind of stability, security and honesty and loyalty and that heart space, and thinking and literally having all the ducks in a row ready and full and stable for her, not as a pretense that I'll do all this. That's why I'm telling you to look for that kind of red flags and short-term behavior compared to long-term behavior. You should make the assessment, but the behaviors, some of them will be very, very obvious and clear. And you should be literally building a life with you, for you, even before he comes to you. It's not like he secures you first and then he goes back and starts building. You know what happens when he's trying to secure you first and then goes back to build something? That's exactly what the cult started doing from hundreds of years. Another thing they do is, instead of coming to the person, they go to someone in the family member, father, mother, someone like that. They infiltrate and find someone weak in the family. They make friendships through that person and gather information about this woman, and they use this as a way to secure her for the sake of him. You see that instead of him doing it the right way with heart and building a stable, secure life, and then going to her and laying the cards out on the table and giving her a choice to whether to choose him or not as the right person or not, he would rather manipulate, infiltrate, trick to secure her first, whereas he comes with nothing. Whereas he barely has anything to offer to her. This is how cults started arranging marriages. They started playing gods. They look out for people, women of certain nature, and they tell men of weakest of rotten souls to go and pretend like they are in love with them, chase them, obsession. It's not love. Chase them down, or if they don't fall, go to their parents or brothers or sisters or someone, bribe them, get infiltrate and find out about them indirectly, use their emotional triggers to get, and then come in front and use. It's like putting words, saying exactly what you needed to hear, just to secure you. And you won't even know that he has been actually planning and plotting and scheming to secure you because of your of value, but all he is doing it in a very underhanded, dirty ways. He is nothing. By the time he comes to you fully, by the time you give your choice or decision, you, not your parents or not somebody else. That's another reason how they abused culture. You should be making the choice. You, as a woman, it's your life. It's your life, it's your energy, it's going to be your womb, your children, your body, your mind, everything, madam. Because through you he will make money and then he abuses you. Through you he will make whatever fame or recognition or good things, and he will keep you hidden under the rock, underground, in the house, and he will cheat on other women. There won't be a question of any loyalty or faithfulness or respect for you. He will need you. He will need to secure you first because you are the golden goose there. But he will keep you in a slave mode and take every energy from you. Go out there and manifest, but use it on other women to secure more attention from other women. Feed it to his ego. Just like the distorted male did it with me. It's all about him. There is no you there except you are the energy supply. You know what? You could have done a lot more just on your own with your creation energy if you had the balls to say no to this kind of losers and went ahead and decided to at least be single. Your life would rather have been so much better without these kind of garbages, assholes and leeches and parasites sucking on your life energy, and then you will be sit somewhere invisible in the corner and kitchen or somewhere in the house, and then his behavior proves to you that he don't care about you, he don't respect you, he don't love you. Although these are the things he claimed before he secured you. You see, he targeted you and you fell for it. What will you do now? This is another reason why the cult, in the name of the shortcut for culture is cult. So they control the culture, madam, sir, because they have an agenda, and that's not in the best interests of you. So that's how the cultures came in to say, oh, you have to wear the jewelry that shows that you're married. The woman is supposed to dress certain way, be certain way. Her hair should be certain way. Her job is to please her man. And oh my God, run behind a man because he has lots of money and status. He has this, he has that. A woman's job is to please her man. Seriously. A woman's job is to be in the kitchen, make babies. If someone outrages her modesty, it is her problem. She should listen to her fathers and mothers, grandmothers and grandparents that say, oh, I want to see you married before I die. I want to see you married to certain person I chose for you. Are they gonna go live with that guy, or are you gonna go live with that guy? Oh, their family chose our family. What about you? That is why they normalized this kind of garbage relationships based on superficial things and controlling your free will and choice, emotionally manipulating you by using elders or somebody in your home or even your friends, anybody. They infiltrate you through your friends. You see that guy, that bitch becomes his mouthpiece, and she will start telling you stuff that he is feeding her on because they have an agenda. They together made a deal to destroy you. And that bitch be the one he will be fucking all the time behind your back. Or maybe even literally in your face because he doesn't respect you anymore. And if he thinks he won't leave you, he will do it more openly, shamelessly. And you will be made to be feeling humiliated for having a person like that in your life. You see, why are you going to take responsibility for somebody else's choices? First of all, learn to take responsibility for your own choices. It's your fucking life. These are all the underhanded tactics they use to get into your life or get into the position of partner, husband, whatever, lover. And they have nothing to offer. Even worse, sometimes they even make you feel like you have nothing to offer because you don't have a job or you're not rich or you're not this, or like they'll try to make me feel like you don't have anything physically to show in your life, so you are a nobody. I have a lot, that's why I'm coming to you, and so I will have more control over you, but I want you to accept my offer. All those people who run after superficial things, people who look at certain men in powerful places and think, ooh, and the culture treats you like you are a nobody and you have to be a doll for him to please him forever and run behind him. It's the other way around. He should be coming to you. Making women chase men is also reversing and inverting what God has decided. You mind your own bills, your own self, you take care of your own self, you mind your own business. You can choose, it's not like you cannot choose, but you will choose to say yes or no to whoever is gonna come to you. And in order to make sure you're making the right choice, you should have your internal environment, mental, emotional, everything secure, spiritual, connection with God and intuition and all that secure, so that you will know who is coming to you with what kind of energy and intention, and who to say yes to and who to say no to. It's not like we are passive, that we can't choose. There is a reason God has built that way, because when a man approaches you with true love, he will become your armor. So you can feel safer to do what you are meant to do. And that's his primary job. That's his only major job. And if he is not willing to do even that, then fuck it. He has nothing to offer. If he is operating in ego, he has nothing to offer. Just like my distorted masculine did to me, all he will do is steal from you, destroy you, and use you for your energy, and do nasty things to hurt you and betray you right in your face. And then shamelessly come back to that same person and say, oh, you will be my wife forever because you are my permanent supply. He is only there for that supply, because he cannot manifest shit without feminine energy. So the only thing he can offer you, and the only thing he is meant to offer you, is that pure unconditional love from the heart, the protection and safety and security, secure environment, love. Security means not just financial security. That's how the devil twisted everybody to think. Emotional security, if you cannot feel safe, as if he's cheating everybody, what is that? It's betrayal. It's emotional unsafe environment. You have to walk away. You have to learn how to cut off and not look back and cleanse all that energy out of your system. You have to be ruthless. You have to be ruthless. It's not like you made a mistake and chose the wrong person and you can't leave. No, you should leave. You should tell God, no, this person has been doing this and this is not okay for me. Leave. I want to leave and show me a way. This is not good for me. I value myself enough to say no to this kind of behavior. He may have trapped me, but that doesn't mean I'm trapped. I want out. Go to God and ask. Then they started using this kind of show-off things. Emotional security is important. Psychological security. Is he manipulating you? Is he telling you lies? Is just being around him, he's making your inner alarm go crazy. Your intuition is telling, shh, it's screaming and saying something is very wrong. Walk away. You don't need proof. Sometimes the kind of proof you see will take a long time, and the kind of darkness or filthiness that this person is doing in your life may be too much, that you will not see the evidence of it immediately. That's why it's intuition. You get the alarm. God tells you, you have enough sense in you to say, not anymore, and walk away. You don't have to look for proof. Because by the time you actually see the proof, you will realize how horrible it has been. The things that come out of the closet about these men who pretended to love you only for your energy. Because the culture again started blaming. They're all about shaming women. Okay, they made it look like prostitute is a name only for women. It's for both the genders. Gold digger is a name for women. It's for both genders. If that man made his money by exploiting another woman's energy, then he is a gold digger. If that man is going after a woman only to secure her energy and secure her wealth because she is rich and beautiful and sexy and it looks good to trophy, yeah, then that is shit. So if making money is not the only criteria, he should come from a place of security, financial security for sure, but emotional security, psychological security, sexual security. If he cannot provide you with that unwavering, faithful, loyal life to you, then he is not worth it. It means he has not made the money through right means. He has exploited women, not only you, maybe others, to get that energy, to create even that money. That's not his, which means it's not his energy, which means it's not from, if it is not coming from love and loyalty and faith and inner soul work, then it is not theirs. They can show off how much ever money they want, but it's not theirs because they don't have it in them. They took it from somebody. They stole it from somebody. It is not from their own. You should be able to look out for these kind of signs when someone tries to approach you, or someone tries to tell you stories, or someone's trying to bypass your free will by using your family members or your close friends or somebody around you to trick you into accepting them even before they enter your life, because they are trying to securing their energy supply. You should not become that sitting duck, becoming the exploitative. No. Does your parents say so? No. Does your culture say so? No. Does your friends, peers, relatives say so? Why are so many people even involving in your own free will and your life that much? What's their business? Are they gonna live your life? Why are they so hell-bent on ruining yours or making you make decisions for you rather than you make the decisions? Why are they trying to bypass it? You have to, because so many people around you are only there to damage you and see you watch and enjoy as you fall down. So many. Once you open your eyes and awaken, you will be shocked. Don't be heartbroken, but you will be shocked as to how many people around you who you thought were good for you or who were making decisions for you on your behalf, making your life easy for you, were actually ruining it for you. Because they had their agendas. And you, by giving your power away, or letting them make decisions, such important decisions like choosing partners, without using your own intuitions and free will and decision, even though it's your life. Everything about you is your life. Education, yeah. Which group to, oh my God, which group to study, where to go, what dresses to wear, how to spend your time, effort and money, what kind of career, what kind of man, when do you want to have children or not, how many, it's your life. You have to make the choice. You have to communicate with God first for everything. There are so many foxes and wolves around you. to escape their traps, you have to have connection with God to show whether it's even worth it or not. What do they have to offer that is in the best interest of me? Because otherwise all they do is eat you up for your energy, and you will be sitting there thinking, oh, they are my family, they chose this person for me. Be it a man or a woman, both are doing this. The pressure is more on women. I see it forcing women to marry at 20, 21, 22, and even more in certain areas. It's even horrible that they have child marriages, deciding who they should marry at such young age or even at birth. It's all unfair, so wrong.